What a way to begin an introduction to a new program. And so good afternoon, everyone. I am really excited to have the opportunity to speak with all of you today. My name is Dr. Catherine Klobe. I'm an Associate Vice President for Strategic Communications at St. Cloud State University, and I welcome you to this virtual announcement. Today, we are spotlighting a collaboration between the University of Minnesota and St. Cloud State University to create a new pathway for a doctorate of nursing practice with a family nurse practitioner specialty. This is the second collaboration between our great institutions. A past and similar effort has been led to create the first doctoral program that we established at St. Cloud State University in the field of education in 1994. Bringing us to this moment, we are announcing today the Doctorate of Nursing Practice, and there are a few key features that come to mind when describing this initiative. Some things that come to mind is that this will be informed by and contributing to world-class research. It'll be a program that's offered with advanced clinical practice. It'll be one that is rigorous with clinical engagement for students. It'll meet the needs for rural underserved communities, and it is meeting the heart of the missions of our institutions. And so we are very pleased to take this moment to announce the availability of this program and its results of the generosity of collaboration and the deep community roots through the investment of our area healthcare providers such as CentraCare Health. This is a collaboration that draws on the excellence of the University of Minnesota and St. Cloud State University's mindset that it's time to build on our strengths and create new and academically distinct programs for the success of our students. With that, we have a distinguished set of panelists here today to discuss with us this opportunity. We're joined by Dr. Shonda Kraft, Dean of St. Cloud State University School of Health and Human Services. We're here with Dr. Connie Delaney, Dean of the University of Minnesota School of Nursing, Dr. Joy Plamann, Vice President of Operations, Acute Division for CentraCare Health, and Chief Nursing Officer at St. Cloud State University. Each of these distinguished individuals will help us introduce this collaboration and provide more information about the programs. We also have Dr. Jane Bagley, Department Chair of Nursing Science at St. Cloud State University, and Dr. Christine Mueller, Executive Associate Dean for Academic Programs at the University of Minnesota. These individuals will also address some questions that we have about the programs. My good colleague, Steve Rudolph, is the Director of Communications for the School of Nursing at the University of Minnesota, and he is here to help us facilitate questions and answers. If you have questions that you would like to submit to this particular panel, please add them to the chat. Steve will also be here for a technical assist to make sure that folks will have the opportunity to ask their questions if that's the appropriate method for the engagement. And so with that, I would like to turn it to Dr. Shonda Kraft to introduce this program and give a few words.
Thank you, Catherine. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for sharing space with us today. It is my pleasure to introduce the collaboration between the St. Cloud State University Department of Nursing Science and the University of Minnesota School of Nursing. We started with a simple question: how do we fulfill a need in the St. Cloud area for advanced nursing education? The answer we landed upon was collaboration. Collaboration is a prolific word in the world of higher education that serves as both inspiration and aspiration for leaders and faculty alike. It is also a complex process that requires a distinct set of characteristics in order to be successful. And I would like to highlight the characteristics that are present among our two institutions, which have brought us here today. The first is respect. It has been clear from the beginning that Dean Delaney and I viewed ourselves as equals and our teams as having the wisdom, experience, and expertise to make this idea a reality. We prioritized the need to engage in our conversations together in a consistent manner and used our time efficiently. Second is accountability. We have been actively engaged in doing the work within and in between meetings to achieve the goal of establishing an opportunity for high-quality advanced nursing education to be accessible to nurses in the central Minnesota region. Third is insight. All of us possess an acute awareness that we are embarking upon a new way of working together for a common goal. and that each institution contributes distinct strengths to this endeavor that, when combined, will elevate both of our programs in a way that provides students and faculty with enhanced opportunities for learning, research, scholarship, and practice. Fourth is support. The continued success of this collaboration will hinge on the contributions of people, time, money, and information that will be sourced from the School of Nursing and the Department of Nursing Science, as well as our clinical partner, CentraCare Health, to ensure that the St. Cloud cohort enrolled in the U of M DNP program receive the highest quality nursing education and clinical experiences. I'm also particularly appreciative of the commitment of the U of M leadership to mentor our St. Cloud State University nursing faculty towards the establishment of an autonomous and fully accredited DNP program that will live at St. Cloud State University in a few short years. And lastly, enthusiasm. Frankly, our work has been fun and full of energy because each of us truly embodies a commitment to the importance of this collaboration, not just to be a feather in our caps, but as a demonstration of our responsibility to address the workforce needs in rural areas in a spirit of contribution rather than competition. I want to express my gratitude for Dr. Jane Bagley, Dr. Roxanne Wilson, and Sigrid Hedman Dennis for their willingness to think outside of the box with me as we sought to establish a DNP program for nurses in the St. Cloud area. My sincerest appreciation to Dean Connie Delaney and Associate Dean Christine Mueller for creating and maintaining a highly collegial and professional environment in which this collaboration has flourished. Many thanks are extended to Judith Simoneau and Marielle Balber for guiding us through the legal aspects of this endeavor, not always the fun part, to create a mutually beneficial arrangement. And to Joy Plamann and Bobby Bertram for their patience and dedication to working with the SCSU faculty to ensure that we developed a programmatic structure that will truly meet the workforce needs for CentraCare Health and the Central Minnesota region. This unique collaboration will allow the St. Cloud State University Department of Nursing Science to elevate our engagement in research and scholarship, as well as an opportunity to leverage our strong reputation in undergraduate nursing education in the St. Cloud and Central Minnesota region. The University of Minnesota School of Nursing is a leader in doctoral nursing nationally and has led the state in nursing and health innovation for more than 100 years. The combination of a rigorous educational program alongside clinical engagement with CentraCare Health will create a program that positions our graduates for leadership in advanced nursing practice in the rural and underserved areas of Central Minnesota. Together, we will ensure success and access to optimal health care for the citizens of St. Cloud and the Central Minnesota region. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Kraft. Dean Delaney, would you like to say a few words?
I would, thank you. And thank you, Dean Kraft, for your comments. Thank you for highlighting values that we share: mutual respect, energy, commitment to action. We are deeply excited about this collaboration. It addresses one of the most essential issues facing the state of Minnesota: healthcare workforce and quality healthcare. I'm also reminded in your comments, Dean Kraft, about action. It is remarkable to me that in a short 10-month period of time, we have moved from meeting each other, growing in relationship, discerning possibilities in action, and taking action. We celebrate this collaboration. Some people have asked me why we would engage with a competitor. Dean Kraft, as you know, we share another common view. Neither of us believe in competition. There is more than enough call to action and impact on healthcare in the state of Minnesota for all of us. We are deeply thankful to enter into this collaboration in nursing education space and a partnership in the clinical arena. There is tremendous need for nurses, particularly nurse practitioners, and particularly family nurse practitioners serving rural Minnesota. In talking about our School of Nursing, it was a short 2004 time period to 2020 that the American Association of Colleges of Nursing actually adopted the DNP. We were one of the first adopters in the University of Minnesota. To this day, we're one of the largest DNP programs in the nation. And there are a few other interesting facts about the DNP program. We were the first to have nurse anesthesia, nurse midwifery, health innovation leadership, and nursing informatics specialties in DNP in the country. We continue to be the only DNP program to offer a specialty in integrative health and nursing. And you may wonder why. Because of the nursing background, DNPs and particularly nurse practitioners are focused on the whole person, treating the patient and families and communities from all perspectives, physical, emotional, psychological, spiritual, etc. And talk about additional impact. We opened the School of Nursing Nurse Practitioner Clinic in 2015 in downtown Minneapolis as a working laboratory and service to help with the evolving care model that addresses the primary care shortage. There's another reason for our excitement, and that is the opportunity to be collaborating with CentraCare. Might I share a short story? In my first year here, 2005, I was approached by then Regent John Frobenius, who also served as CEO of the predecessor to CentraCare. And John said, Connie, free your afternoon. We're going on a field trip. We're going to St. Cloud, Minnesota, and we're going to my hospital. The hospital didn't know we were coming. From that first experience, the excellence of nursing care at CentraCare absolutely radiated through every unit and every step that we took. Spontaneous discussions with the nursing staff, nursing leadership. It was clear that CentraCare and nursing at CentraCare was premier and excellent. Of course, one of the major national measures of that is being designated a magnet hospital, of which CentraCare is. So I say thank you to John Frobenius for that first introduction that seeded an ongoing relationship over these years and brings me to today to say that on behalf of our School of Nursing and the University of Minnesota, we are deeply thankful and excited about this collaboration. I want to also express a deep gratitude for all of our partners at St. Cloud State and also CentraCare, and want to thank Dr. Jakob Toller, Rachel Croson, Provost, and President Joan Gable from the University of Minnesota specifically for their ongoing and unwavering support in the creation of this collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Delaney. Dr. Joy Plamann, it is a pleasure to have you here on this conversation. Can you share a little bit with us about this collaboration?
I would love to. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity. As the largest healthcare employer in central Minnesota, we know all too well what Dr. Delaney was talking about, and that is in the next 10 years, it is projected that as a nation, we will face a shortage of 100,000 physicians and advanced practice providers. As our population continues to age, the need for providers will continue to increase. And this might cause dangerous gaps in healthcare, especially in rural and outstate communities, such as ours. This is a concern to all of us. These gaps can be and have been filled by a critical resource, advanced practice registered nurses. CentraCare is proud to collaborate with the unique advanced practice program that is being announced today with the teamwork of St. Cloud State University and the University of Minnesota nursing programs. This advanced practice program will create a high-quality training program for advanced practice nurses in the central Minnesota region and we are pleased to provide support to the program as it continues to evolve. CentraCare would like to extend our congratulations and generous thanks to the nursing leaders that have come together to design this program, along with the deans and presidents of the universities for your support in having this program launched today. It's been a long time coming, and we look forward to the continued partnership, the enthusiasm, and the rich heritage that these two universities will blend together to create a magnificent program in this region. Congratulations to all.
And so in a time of a pandemic and realizing the impact that providers can give to our communities and our support and our families, this is such an incredible program to consider and to be thankful for. And so with that, what we would like to do is to open up the opportunity for questions and answers, and to have a little bit of a discussion perhaps of the details of the program. What I'd like to start with is perhaps, Steve, there you are. Hello, Steve.
Hello, and just I put the comment in the chat, but if anyone has a question, you can either use the raise hand feature function at the bottom of your Zoom bar, or click on the Q&A and submit your question, and Catherine or I will read it to one of our spokespeople.
And to start, let's talk a little bit about the program. So if I'm a prospective student, what would it look like if I'm a St. Cloud State student or looking at the program in general?
And this might be a good question, Catherine, for either Chris or Jane to come in and answer.
Chris, do you want to start?
I certainly can. Hello, Jane. So the candidate for the DNP program and the family nurse practitioner specialty is a registered nurse who holds a baccalaureate degree in nursing. So it would be any nurse, obviously in central Minnesota, who would be interested in getting that degree, a doctor of nursing practice, and the credentials for that specialty, family nurse practitioner. So right now, applications are open for nurses who we're going to be calling, who if they're admitted to the DNP program, calling our St. Cloud, our UMN St. Cloud student cohort.
And Jane, did you want to add to that?
Sure. So applications again should be open either now or very soon. Application deadline, we are anticipating mid-spring of 2021. The program itself will begin fall of 2021. The cohort size will be an admitted cohort of 6, and students will complete from start to graduation. They will complete approximately 900 precepted clinical hours, with those clinical hours taking place directly in the St. Cloud and Central Minnesota region.
Can you talk a little bit more about the clinical hours and how that will look for students, what the experience could be?
I can probably start for that. So the students will be coming through the University of Minnesota's curriculum. And the way our curriculum is shaped is it's a 3-year curriculum, fall, spring, summer, fall, spring, summer, fall, spring, so 8 semesters. In the second year, they begin their specialty courses in the area of family nurse practitioner. That includes courses as well as practicum experiences. And ideally, they'd be having all their practicum experiences in their home community, which would be in central Minnesota, with our partnership with CentraCare. When students are doing their practicum experiences, they're usually working in ambulatory care, primary care settings. They have a preceptor who is also a nurse practitioner, and they're supervised by a faculty. We are able to, part of our partnership is that St. Cloud State School of Nursing, Department of Nursing will have a faculty member who has the credentials of being a family nurse practitioner, who will also have an adjunct appointment in our School of Nursing and can provide the oversight and support for the students for this 6 student cohort.
Thank you.
Catherine, we have one question that was just submitted using the Q&A feature. The question is, will CentraCare also place UMN students from the area who are not in the special cohort?
So again, we'll turn to Chris or to Jane to address that question.
Well, I can't really speak for CentraCare, but what I could say is that if we had a student who wasn't part of that cohort, we would certainly ask CentraCare if they could accommodate, but it would be their choice or of whether they can or cannot.
Can we talk a little bit more about the partnership and perhaps the long view of what the program at St. Cloud State will look like in a few years? And so I'm thinking it could be that Jane, you may address this, or perhaps Dean Kraft, there may be something that you might want to add.
Jane, why don't you go ahead and start?
Okay.
Sure. So right now, the collaboration with the University of Minnesota will allow us to jumpstart the offering of graduate nursing at St. Cloud State University. In the meantime, as we begin that collaborative, we will be simultaneously working toward our own autonomous or independent academic and clinical delivery of a Doctor of Nursing practice. And again, anticipating the specialty continuing to be the family nurse practitioner. So during that simultaneous work, we will be engaging in the accreditation activities of the program, along with the Minnesota Board of Nursing regulatory requirements and developing our curriculum. We anticipate that autonomous academic and clinical delivery sometime in and around 2025.
Yeah, thank you, Jane. And so just to have some clarity there, the students will initially be U of M students. So it is a St. Cloud cohort of students who are taking the full U of M curriculum. So they will in essence be University of Minnesota nursing students, and we will make sure that we are working alongside the University of Minnesota to provide the clinical opportunities here within the St. Cloud region. We're also going to have a mentoring relationship. So we will have a designated faculty member who will serve as the liaison from our Department of Nursing Science to work alongside the University of Minnesota faculty. So they will have some faculty privileges at the University of Minnesota so that they are aware of what the curriculum looks like. And they will also receive some of that mentorship towards and through the accreditation process so that we are well positioned in a few years for us to seek that autonomous standing that Dr. Bagley just mentioned.
And this is Connie. I'd like to compliment your comments, Shonda and Jane. Another aspect of this collaboration that is so exciting to us and evidenced in our discussions is that the strength of a DNP program is quite deeply anchored in the scholarship. So discovering and bringing the best of best practices to bear in serving our individuals, families, and communities. So we very much look forward. The work is unfolding toward St. Cloud State having an autonomous program, to also building the collaborations in nursing scholarship between St. Cloud State and the University of Minnesota. It would be the aspiration that those relationships in research and scholarship continue after the autonomous program is launched.
That leads into a follow-up question from Eric Newland with the St. Cloud Times. His question is, I'm interested in the future of this program. We are focused on family nurse practitioner specialties, but in the future, can we expect this program to expand to offer other specialties for DNP candidates in the St. Cloud area?
It is, to answer that question, it is something that we will continue to be evaluating. There are a variety of different specialties that we could look at in addition to the family nurse practitioner specialty. So I would say more to come as, again, we continue to evaluate the very specific needs of our patient and patient populations in and around the St. Cloud and Central Minnesota region.
Another one from our Q&A feature. Will this program be possible for students who live beyond St. Cloud? If you could maybe speak to both the practicum probably and the in-class perspective, the in-person class perspective.
I'll start in answering it. We're calling it a program, right now, anyone from anywhere in the United States actually could apply to the University of Minnesota DNP program, where we have 12 specialties. So it's available now through the University of Minnesota. When St. Cloud is able to, has their own DNP program, I can't speak, I think it would be accessible also to students beyond Central Minnesota. But I'll let Jane speak to that.
So again, we will continue to evaluate the educational specialty or tracks that we would be able to facilitate and offer, again, autonomously, and or whether or not continued collaborations we would continue to engage in with the University of Minnesota.
And I think we've got time for one more question here. Could either, I suppose, Chris or Jane speak to the components of the admission criteria, who will decide which students will be admitted to the program, any preferences that there might be?
And the admission criteria is to the University of Minnesota DNP program. And while I don't have it memorized, it is on our website where you can review that. And the faculty who are teach in the family nurse practitioner specialty are the ones who review the applications, and they're reviewing them and making a recommendation to be admitted as a DNP student in the family nurse practitioner specialty. And that recommendation goes to a governance body in our School of Nursing, who most often supports the recommendation. That's a process that's used. The application, there's a written part of the application, but then there's also students or potential students are invited in for an interview where they're interviewed by the faculty. So we use a holistic approach when we review applications and admit faculty. So that's kind of a big level view of how it works.
Chris, if I could just jump in there on the link z.umn.edu/StCloudDNP. There's more information on the application along with the info sessions, the first of which is next week, December 10th, from 1:15 to 2:30.
I think that brings our discussion to a close, and I just want to thank all of you for being here to showcase such a wonderful partnership and an exciting future ahead. Steve, thank you for your support and collaboration. We have a great team in Kat Dodge and Anna Kurth and other members of our institutions. Thank you to our leadership for allowing these great ideas to come to reality, and we look forward to the future.